Horton Hears a Verdict by David Zeman. On the 15th of May, in the jungle of Nalone, Horton the elephant let out a big groan. He sighed as he swayed from one side to the next, and pondered and puzzled and looked so perplexed. Horton had heard from a pal far away about the death of their buddy, and to his dismay had left all his things to no one special friend. No one knew what to do in the end. Horton lifted his trunk and without a warn shouted, "I'm seeing a lawyer first thing in the morn." And so, as the sun raised over the Beelzebub trees, Horton rolled out of bed and sprung to his knees. Horton shuffled and duffled and muzzled left and right, seeing if a law firm was anywhere in sight. And suddenly he found it, turned the door with his paw, the law offices of Mr. McGrizzle, attorney at law. "Hi," Horton said, "is Mr. McGrizzle in? I need so much help and don't know where to begin." Horton took a seat, tired from his journey, and suddenly in came his probate attorney. He wasn't very short, but he wasn't very tall. He wasn't very large, but he wasn't very small. His eyes, how they sparkled, his dimples, how merry, his teeth white as the sky, his nose like a cherry. "Welcome to my office, McGrizzle at your service. I'm here to make sure that you are not nervous. What may I do for you on this day, in the jungle of Nalone, on the 16th of May?" Horton spoke up. "I need help planning my career. I want people to have my things even when I am not here." "That is something we can do very easily today. Sit down and let's begin. We will not delay. There are things I must do before we begin. I must gather the facts and then analyze them. Plan what documents are necessary, and then execute them with skill and with clarity. Interviewing you will not be so easy. Don't be afraid to speak or talk to me freely. Attorney-client privilege is so quintessential. It keeps our clients' and attorneys' communications confidential. Open and honest communication our goal that will help out my work and keep you in control. The next step that we take, crossing this legal bridge, is to work on word choice and simplify language. To read your text clearly with lots of ease, lawyers eliminate wordiness they call legalese. No one understands sentences 50 words long. They reduce clarity and can make things go wrong. Whatsoever heretofore mentioned, do hereby agree. These words not appear in McGrizzle documents, you see. Authorize, grant permission, my own free will and volition. Not one single person could even give the definition. Clients are more comfortable with words they understand, and Horton, after all, these are your items in your land. I'll next create a ledger sheet of assets and liabilities, find the ownership of items so that no one will ever seize. When I draft documents, my number one goal is to not go to court and to avoid that as a whole. After all, Mr. Horton, no one estate is so complex that with good legal writing a person can object. And if there's one thing you know about McGrizzle's law firm, ask any of my clients and this they'll confirm. I'm accurate and detailed in the description of your bequest. I will protect everything that you have ever possessed. I give your hizzle thumps to your dear sweet Anne. Your snoothies and sleuthies go to your friend Dan. Your darings and hoobubs will be given to your dad Matt, and Fred, your neighbor, will get your new fiffle bat. The next thing you do before you're over the hill is recreate for you a personalized living will, detailing medical support to keep you alive, and if you would like, for the doctor to revive. An estate plan documents who manages your assets, like your clothes and your house and all of your pets. But this advice, please, Horton, take it all of above. Pick a person who you trust and who you truly love. They can buy or sell real estate, manage all property. Guardian and conservator is the term, so you see. I will do this now, Horton, so that you will not worry. This process takes time, but I will try to hurry. With some strokes of the pen, McGrizzle did complete all of the documents, and Horton leapt up from his seat, wrapped his arms in his trunk, oh so very tight, and shuffled and duffled and muzzled off into the night. Horton returned to the jungle as the moon replaced the sun, and knew that now the hard work was all done. He stood up and shouted as he wiped off his brow, "Thanks, Mr. McGrizzle, I feel so much safer now."